Shalom. All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations and blessings to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives through the four corners of the earth. To the Akwath listening and learning in sincerity and the truth in the silence, Shalom. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto here with another lesson. Right? We'll get right into it. I'm just meditating on this scripture here. A Psalm of David. It says here, a Psalm of David, the servant of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, who spake unto the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai the words of this song in the day that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love thee, O Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai, my strength. Right, and we're going into the times. I was reading the scripture this morning. I've been meditating on it throughout the day. And we're going into the time where our prayers crying to the Lord for that hedge, crying to the Lord for mercy, crying to the Lord that we're covered. We want to be as Noah in the time of the flood. And what's this flood that is coming? Esau having great wrath, right? Right, famine of the word is on our doorsteps. Right, Esau is about to show his horns. Right, some laws have been pushed through up here in Canada. Bill C9. Right, and that can lead to the demonization of this truth. In turn, persecution for this truth. Right, we're going to need a hedge of protection. Psalms 18:2. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. Right, and this is King David singing this psalm. Right. Right, we're going at a time where it's going to be spiritual intervention, spiritual powers. The angels are going to have to stand up for us. Right, the Lord alone in that day. Verse 3, I will call upon the Lord Yahweh. Right, call upon the Lord. Right, we go to the Lord for all things. Right, in prayer. Right, I want to get a scripture real quick. Revelation 5. Revelation 5. Slack it. Revelation 8. Revelation 8:3. I'll read from 2. Revelation 8:2. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before power, and to them were given 7 trumpets. Right, and this is a vision of John the Revelator. And an angel, and here's the point, and another angel came and stood at the altar having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints. Right? And who are the saints? The Israelites as a whole, but the elect on this side. 2/3 of the people are going to perish. Right? That he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar, which is before the throne. Right? So the angel of the Lord are running to and fro. Right? The eyes of the Lord are the angels. Right? Bringing the prayers of the elect. Right? Who are the saints. Right? Before the throne of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Before our mediator, Yahweh Shai, who in turn mediates for us to the Father. Verse 4, and the smoke of the incense which came with the prayers of the saints ascended up before power out of the angel's hand. Right? So the angels run to and fro, bringing our cries. Right? Us in this truth, the hopeful elect, Lord willing, of that number. Before the altar, before the throne of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. Right? So we're going in a time where our connection with our power, Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, has to be firm. Right? Jacob's trouble is here, man. It's just not full blown. Right? It's just not full blown yet. We still have amenities, right? Luxuries, right? 2/3 out here carpooling for work, right? Still go to the grocery store, Walmart, No Frills, Shoppers Drug Mart. Could still order DoorDash, Uber Eats. Right? Still have Wi-Fi. On social media, TikTok, watching Folly. By the time we're gonna come around, all of that's done. Right? Where Jacob's trouble is gonna be full blown. Psalms 18, verse 3, I will call upon the Lord Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. Right? Scripture says the enemy shall come in like a flood. Right? Esau is about to roll, the flood being Esau. Right? Scripture say he will lift up a standard. Let's get that. It's in Isaiah 59. And 19. Isaiah 59 and 19. And it reads, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem El Shai from the west. Right, and we are in the uttermost parts of the world. Right? The west. Right? The Israelites are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Right? But predominantly the west, Babylon the Great, America the Great, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. Right? Because America is going to be destroyed via thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles. But it says here, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west. Right? The truth came out of America. The truth came out of New York. Right? And it spread. Right? But the elect are going to fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. And his glory from the rising of the sun, right? The east. When the enemy, here's the point, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Right? Esau's about to roll, man. Esau's going to demonize his truth. Make a man an offender for the word. Persecute the prophets. Right? Right? But the Lord's going to preserve his men. Right? Granted, some men will be some men of the Lord will be martyrs, but the Lord is going to preserve his men. It's written that he's going to preserve his men. Right? Jacob's trouble is going to be a hot war on 2/3 of our people. Right? But the men of the Lord are going to have a sound mind. It says here, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai shall lift up a standard against him. Right? The Lord, spiritual intervention. It says in Daniel 12, Michael shall stand up. As a matter of fact, let's get that. Right? But I want to look at this word standard. Lift up a standard. Strong's H5127.
Strong's H5127. Noose. Noose.
To flee, escape. To flee, escape, to take flight. Depart, disappear. Right? Spiritual intervention, spiritual powers. To take flight, to put to flight. Right? So the Lord is going to, look at this, to cause to disappear, to hide. Right? The Lord's going to hide his elect. Michael the archangel shall stand up. Let's get that. Right? The Lord will be aware of that number. Right? That's why the connection is important. We have a connection with the Most High Yahweh Bashim Shai on this side. Now, before all hell break loose. Daniel 12. We brought it out of camp a few weeks ago. We don't want our connection with the Most High Yahweh Bashim Shai to be buffering. Daniel 12 and 1. And it reads, and at that time shall Michael stand up, right? Michael the archangel, Mayaka Allah, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, right? The children of Israel, Israel being a people before it's a place, the elect on this side. And there shall be a time, right? So this is this is spiritual intervention. The angels, right? Michael the archangel standing up for the children of Israel, the elect on this side. Israel being a people before it's a place. And it says, and there shall be a time of trouble, right? This is what we're about to go into. A time of trouble. Right? A time of trouble. All hell breaking loose out here, man. Famines, pestilence, race wars, class wars. Love of many waxing cold. A collapse of order. Right, it's not going to be nice. Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, right? A time never seen before. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, the elect. Every one that shall be found written in the book, the elect. Right, so the Lord is going to send his angels to stand up, lift up a standard. Right? Right, back in the Psalms 18. And 3, once again, I will call upon the Lord Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. Right, the Lord's going to do it. The sorrows of death compassed me, right? And this is a prayer, a song of King David. But the sorrows of death are going to compass, meaning what? Be around everywhere you turn, around the elect. And the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. Right? It's good. It's gonna be the Spirit of the Lord alone keeping us stable. It says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy tongue. Let me get it. Isaiah 33 and 6. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right? This truth is what's going to have you stable. Your mind stable. Your discernment stable. You're not going to be shaky. Right? You're going to be seeing death to your left, death to your right, and you're not going to be shaky. And strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is his treasure. Back in Psalms 18. And 5, the sorrows of hell, hell being a condition, hell being the grave, compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. In my distress, I call upon the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai. Listen, us in this truth, we're calling on the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai all day, every day. On this side, before all hell breaks loose, we've been calling on the Lord. Still calling on the Lord. Locked in, dialed in. Right? The elect are not going to be waiting for all hell to break loose and all, I found Jebus. It doesn't work like that. Right? And his name is not Jebus. It's Yahweh Shai. He is salvation. Psalms 18 and 6. In my distress, I called upon the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai. Right? We go to the Lord for everything, man. And cried unto my power. Right? We go to the Lord in humility. Right? And we cry to our power. He heard my voice out of his temple. Right? We read that scripture in Revelation 8. The angels carrying the prayers of the saints. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him even into his ears. Where's that scripture in the prayers pierces the cloud? Let me see. It's in Sirach. It's in Sirach. Psalms 30, Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 35, verse 17. And it reads, the prayer, Sirach 35 and 16. And it reads, he that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. And who's serving the Lord on this side? The elect. Right? 2/3 ain't doing it, man. These heathen nations, this is not for them. Verse 17, the prayer, here's the point. The prayer of the humble, right? We go to the Lord in all humility, man. Pierceth the clouds. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted. Right? We stay annoying the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai. Abba Father, Abba Yahweh Bashim Shai. How much longer? Right? Baba Kasha. Right? Remember the covenant. Make the time short. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted and will not depart. Right? We're not going to stop. Right? The direct line, the 1-800 hotline. Right? The direct line. Access to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai via his son. And will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. Right? So we're not going to stop. Right? We're going to keep coming before the Lord, crying, begging. right? Begging for mercy. Psalms 18:6 once again. In my distress I called upon the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him even into his ears. Right? And the time's going to come where the Lord is going to show his strength. Right? It says in he's going to show his strength via miracles. It says in Wisdom of Solomon, is it 12? See if I can find it real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 12:17, it reads, for when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength. And among them that know it, right, the elect, thou makest their boldness manifest, right? The Lord's going to start showing his strength via miracles. Right? But yeah, I think that's it on that. I'll just meditate on these first 6 verses. I think there's another verse I read and I said, let me bring it out. Psalms 18:16, he sent from above, he took me, he drew me out of many waters, right? And historically the Lord delivered David. The Lord was with David, whithersoever he goeth. Right? But prophetically, the Lord's going to deliver his elect via the chariots, right? Send his son Yahushai, his holy arm, and deliver his elect. It says here, drew me out of many waters. We read the scripture, the enemy shall come in like a flood. Right? We can't do nothing for ourselves. The Lord has to deliver us from Esau. Verse 17, he delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. Right? We can't fight Esau, man. We can't fight drones and infrared technology. And mosquito drones and GMO ticks. We can't fight Esau. We need the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Shai, to deliver us. Right, but that's it on that. Right? We're going at a time where, our connection's going to have to be firm. So with that, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostle and elders and great Muslim and teacher and rule. Shalom to the elect.